Hello, beautiful souls. I am Valeria Maritza at Healing Through You. I am an infinite being of light, and so are you. Today, I want to talk to you about conformity, being comfortable in the good, right? Meaning, whatever it is that we're doing in life, a lot of times we're quite happy with what we have. And right now, you might be saying, actually, I'm not that happy. And then you can have your list of things of why you're not happy and things that you might want to change. However, if being given the opportunity to leave that which you have right now in order for you to pursue your dreams, do something different, do that, invest yourself in the ideas and feelings that you have been receiving and wanting to do, perhaps even since childhood, then immediately we contract out of fear. And the fear is the fear of losing whatever it is that you have, right? And so here we are feeling like, okay, what I have is not that good. You might be at a type of job that you're always complaining about it. And then you're given the opportunity, okay, well, let's leave that. Let's pursue our dreams. Let's do that thing that you have been wanting to. Let's write the book, go travel the world, whatever it is that you have been wanting to do. And then here come all the buts. But I am committed to this job for X amount of time. But I am X amount of years from retirement. But I don't have enough money to travel. But I have a sibling or a parent I need to take care of. All valid answers. They're all valid. They're in no way not valid. They're real things. However, they are also excuses. Because how many times have you decided to do something no matter what, and it didn't matter what anyone said to you that was in the contrary of what you wanted, and you did it anyway? And then once you did it, you came out with like, ha, I did it. You had that feeling of excitement and accomplishment that, wow, I did it, right? And just think back of any time. It could be when you were a child that you did something, right? Let's say you put your mind to win a race or to get top class grades or read a specific thing in a certain amount of time. Whatever it is that you set yourself up for something yourself just because you wanted to, and then you did it. And that feeling of like, wow, this is amazing, right? Elation, joy, completeness is just amazing, right? So you've done this before. You know that once you set your mind to something, you get it. You always get what you want when you are keeping your eye on that prize, keeping the eye on exactly what it is that you want and doing the things that you need to do in order to get there, right? With like focus, like nothing else is deterring you from where you're going. You know what you're doing and then you accomplish it, right? But as we get older and we get quite comfortable, then it's harder for us to move and to leave the things that are good in our life, because we're so afraid to lose that good thing that we're not willing to give it up in search of the unknown. And the unknown can be extraordinary. It can be fantastic. It could be 10 times what you're doing now. It could be so much more fulfilling, so much more freedom. It could be happiness and joy every day of your life. But you don't get there while holding on to the old. We need to be able to let go enough so that you can go and in search of your dreams, right? And some of you may have already done this. Some of you may have dropped or ditched the job, gone and pursue your dreams, and you're in a place where you're not successful yet, and you're beginning to really doubt your abilities, your decisions. You're beginning to feel as if, oh, what did I do? What did I do that? Things are not going the way I want. And you're beginning to put doubt on that dream that you started to do. Now go back and think again to that one time that you thought about before, when you decided to do something, you put your mind to it, and you did it anyway because you wanted to, right? That is your proof that once you have that zero in laser sharp vision of what you want, and you put one step in front of the other, getting to that thing that you want to do, that you do get it. You have proof because you have done it before. You have done it many times in your life. You've actually done it many other times in past lives as well, parallel lives, all kinds of lives, right? You've done it. You have experience. You may not remember it right now, but you have done it. And so bring back that feeling and that knowing that yes, once you want something, once you put your mind to something, you have actually completed it without the help or advice from anyone else. You've done it on your own. And so if you have already taken the plunge and you're not where you want to be and you're starting to doubt, remember also that when you did get it in the past, you didn't doubt. You just kept going. You just kept doing the things, everything that came through, because every single time that we decide to do something, there's always some type of challenge that comes our way to kind of like deter us, right? And it is up to us to see that as just that is just a challenge. Okay, let's see how I'm going to get through this. There's a little obstacle in the way because I'm still looking at the ending point of where I'm going to go. But if you allow those little deterring areas to knock down your dream and begin to put doubt into it, once you start doubting, you stop looking at the end of your road. You stop looking at your goal. You start feeding the fear and all of the questions that we ask ourselves as humans when we are not feeling completely confident. And so what you want to do is remember that, for number one, you did it before, you've done it before, and number two, you did it by not stopping, by not giving up, by having the faith, by having the vision, keeping the vision, and not putting the doubts in between. Doubts are coming out of fear, and fear puts the brakes on wherever it is that you're going. And so many times, I personally have done this. I have dropped everything that I have for different reasons. Some of them were forced, some of them I saw as like, that's the only way to do it. But I have done this many times. And then the result is always better. Always better. It may not seem easy, it may not seem good at the time, but it always comes out better. Okay? So, and I know that you have the same situations, the same experiences. Just think back. And if you're coming up with ideas and thoughts of past events when things didn't work out better, then that's just because you're putting your attention to that, right? Wherever you give your attention, you're going to find. If you're looking for the things of how they went wrong, you're going to find a million things of how things went wrong. And if you start looking for things of how they went right, you're going to find a million ways of how they went right. So just focus your attention on the good and let go of the negative, and then fuel yourself with that. Fuel yourself with the ideas of like, okay, that's my goal, that's where I'm going. These are just obstacles, they're just like things that are being thrown at me. Like, imagine yourself running a race, and then there's like, the obstacle course, right? You have like something you have to jump and then keep running and jump and keep running. So that's all it is. You just have to jump it. How are you going to get through this hurdle? How are you going to get through whatever it is that is showing up in front of you? You're not looking at the thing that you're about to trip on. You're looking at the space beyond it because you're jumping it and going past it. And then you keep running. And where's your vision? Your vision is at the end goal, at the finish line. That's where your vision is. If you start looking at every single thing that's in front of you as you're walking through in your journey, you're going to trip on them. And once you trip, it's going to slow you down, right? You trip, you fall down, it slows you down. But don't give up. Don't give up. Just look and keep your vision straight forward on your end result, where it is that you want to go. And allow yourself the space to let go of what's good. I was living in Nashville before I moved to Philadelphia. And it was great. The weather was amazing. The winter was maybe like 6 weeks long. I don't like winter that much because I don't like the cold. So that was perfect for me. The housing was really inexpensive. I was when I first got there and I started teaching, I was making about $31,000 a year, and I bought a brand new condo, like brand new, that I got to choose what type of material they put in it for $88,000. And then I went back to New York to visit my friends, and they were renting small, tiny little apartments for over $1,200 a month. They had no parking, they had no natural light, they were sharing a lot of space, everything was crowded. And I was like, there is no way I'm moving back here. I could never afford my own place, like to buy it here in New York on a teacher salary. Well, over there, I did, and I could, and it was comfortable. It was good. Life was good back there, right? And I used to take that trip 3, 4 times a year. Every time I had a vacation, I would take that trip. I would drive all the way from Tennessee to New York to visit my family, my friends, and then all the way back. It would take me 2 days of driving because I would have my dog. And then it started taking a toll. I was like, I really love it here. I can afford everything. Everything's amazing. But I was starting to feel like I was missing my family, my friends, that I wanted to be closer to them. And so I made the move to Philadelphia, but it took a long time. Like I remember the last few years that I was there, I was traveling back and forth and thinking, I really should move closer. I really, I would love it to be closer because this road trip is just so long. I mean, 2 days driving each way, it's a lot. Um, it's really, really long. So like if it could be just like one day driving, like that would be so much better. And I was thinking this, but then I would get back to my home and I would be like, but this is so comfortable. This is so good. I have my own home. I can afford whatever I want. It's just amazing, right? So I was comfortable. And it took something big for me to say, you know what? Okay, I'm ready. Let me move back and go into the unknown and see what happens. Right. And so it takes time, and don't blame yourself or judge yourself if you're not there yet. I'm giving you the encouragement to look at your life, to look at where you are, and to let you know that when we do take a plunge on our dreams and what we want to do, and you go full heartedly on it, that it always comes out good. Okay, it always works out. And so, on that note, I'm going to send you so much love, so much love. And I love you. Let me know how this is landing for you. Send me a message, write a review, like it, and please share it with your friends so that more people can find the messages. So much love to you, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.